good people, and welcome back to another episode of Currently Building Generational Wealth Lifestyle. Ooh, I like that, I like that, I like that. I am your host of this show, the one, the only, the extraordinaire. Okay, Danielle Bailey. I'm a licensed clinical social worker who decided to bet on herself, and so I decided to go full time entrepreneurship 2019, and I've been here ever since. Okay, I'm working from the house now because of COVID. COVID-19 got us all in the house, so I'm at the house too. But before I go into what I want to talk about today, clinicians, don't jump down my back. Don't be in the comment section typing like don't do that without listening to what I have to really and truly say. Cause I already know y'all gonna jump down my throat by just the title or whatever. But I really want y'all to pay attention to what I want to say and into my provisional people, because I get this question all the time. Can a provisional licensed person, a PLPC, a LMSW, open up a private practice? And in the beginning, my initial response was no, you can't. You have to be fully licensed to open up a private practice, right? But I was completely wrong, just like these other clinicians that are around here telling you you can't open up a private practice because you're a PLPC or you're an LMSW. That is completely wrong. Anyone can open up a business. And at the end of the day, a private practice is a business. But unfortunately, we all think from a therapist standpoint, and so we don't necessarily think from a businesswoman or man standpoint. We don't do that all the time. We just be like, "Oh no, you can't because you got to it, and you got to be able to have a full license or whatever." And a PLPC or LMSW, and we naturally think that we know that you can't build insurance companies, okay? And you cannot work solo. You can't build insurance companies, and you're not able to work independently just yet. So that's why people say no, you can't, because you cannot work independently and you cannot build insurance companies yet. I feel like it's going to come. You can't do that independently. However, business women and business men that have a true business mindset, they not gonna let that stop them. They gonna figure out what it is that they need to do in order to make their private practice thrive. And honestly, really and truly, they ain't got to. They might already know, like, it's in order for your private practice to really thrive is based upon really good relationships with people, because they people got to refer your clients over there to you. So as a business woman or man, if you have good connections or good relationships with people in the community, like the schools, like the hospitals, like they gonna refer all the clients over there to you. So the reason why I say that yes, a provisional person can open up a private practice, you just got to go hire the people that you need to run your business. Okay? Hire the people that you need to run your business. So if you want to build an insurance company, you need a licensed person, fully licensed there. Go hire your LCSW. Go hire your LPC. Pay them. They work. They're an employee. You're the owner. You get it? You can't open up a private practice a without being fully licensed. There are people who don't have a license, period, opening up places. So me personally, and I know some of y'all might jump down my throat, at least a person that has a provisional license, at least we know they have the education to back up some of the stuff that the clinicians and stuff are doing, versus a person who may, and I'm not saying everybody who doesn't have a license that has a mental health rehab is only in it for the money. I'm not saying that, but a lot of those people are. A lot of people are. And so at least the person at least the person that has a provisional license, they have something to lose. And I guess that's what I'm really trying to get at. If they commit any type of Medicaid fraud, or if they commit any type of anything that is illegal, that hurt our clients, they themselves have something to lose. versus a non-licensed person. Non-licensed person don't have to have anything because they're not withheld, or they don't have to uphold a code of ethics like we do. So the question is, yes, you can. You can have a private practice and you can be the owner. Now it starts to begin to be, how do you function, you yourself, as a person inside of the agency? That begins to be more of the question. Like, how do I function within my private practice as the owner? You know, so the clinical person will really be like, it's almost like, maybe if, and you can find a clinical person who don't want to have their own private practice, they just rather go there, get paid, and go home. Or you can hire a part-time person, clinical person, that just, like, yo, work it out. Hire two people, have them start off as, part-time, build up your stuff, and then remember, like, you can do so much other stuff. And you're working, like, the issue is that you must work up under somebody. I wanted to pull up this information right here that I got for y'all. Okay? So, some of the stuff that a LMSW can do. Here we go. The LMSW practice requires the application of specialized knowledge. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me go back up a little bit. A LMSW social worker may engage in advanced social work practice based on the application of social work theory, knowledge, ethics, and methods to restore and enhance social, psychosocial, or biopsychosocial functioning of individuals, couples, families, group, organization, and community. The LMSW practice requires the application of special knowledge and advanced practice skills, which include prevention or intervention, or both service or treatment planning and evaluation, case management, information referral, counseling, employee assistance services, addiction advocacy, teaching, research, supervision, consultation. Okay, all of these. I'm reading this directly from the board. They said teaching, research, supervision, consultation, community, and activities. A social worker licensed at an LMSW level may practice clinical social work and psychotherapy within an agency under the supervision of a clinical social worker. However, if you want to practice in an agency, it comes. This is another. Like, again, you got to figure out what your role is. Okay, if you want to practice psychotherapy in a private practice, it is some limitations. I'm gonna read it out to you. I had recorded a video earlier, and I was like, blah, 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 and I came down this. I was like, hello, okay, I'm gonna read it out to you, okay? And you make your own decision. But again, you can be the boss. You can do supervision. You can do consultation, community organization, development, implementation, administration of policies, programs, and activities. Like, you can do all of that. That is business, okay? So, but it begins to become tricky when you want to practice psychotherapy. It says a social worker license. Okay, a social worker's license at the LMSW level may practice clinical social work and psychotherapy within an agency under the supervision of an LCSW, a clinical person. A licensed master social worker may work as an employee only in an agency setting. Nothing withstanding the definition of agency as defined, and it's another law or requirement of employment in agency setting provided in this subsection. A licensed social worker shall be permitted to provide social work service on behalf of the federal, state, or local agencies or contractual bodies. So again, it depends on what you want to practice in your agency, in your not agency, but in your private practice. If you don't want to do nothing, if you don't want to, like, you can't do necessarily psychosocial. And like, again, this is, y'all, I just read this off the board, and you interpret it the way that you want to interpret it too, or whatever. Don't let me hold it. I read it. That's it. Go research what your board says and go from there. Because again, in my mind, you can be the owner. You just pay people. You can be the owner, you know. You can do the administrative side of things. You just can't do the whole psychotherapy. Like nothing, or you know what? You ain't even got to be the. You ain't even got to be the You ain't even got to be the administration. You know, just employ people, get a biller, get an office manager. You know, if that's what you want to work as an office manager. You know, like so, like it's ways to work around this stuff. That's it. It ways to work around it. It's what your it's what your vision is. So if you want to be like, I mean, for me, my vision is for my private practice. It's not just private practice. I mean, mental health. Like I want to own a transportation company. I'm gonna do that. Put all of that up under that. I want to own vending machines. Like that, it's endless. That's why we building this generational wealth. Like you can own a private practice, but there's limits to what you can do. And then my thing is own that private practice part time and still have your full time job out there. Go after government contracts, Like go after these different type of stuff. I'll never forget. Shout out to Leon Winters over there, Winters Counseling. And I'm pretty sure he may watch this video too, because he one of the ones who I'm like, yo, don't be on my back, clinicians, okay? But he told me we was talking the last couple, I think I want to say like about 2 weeks ago. He was like, make sure you diversify your income. And I'm like, what you talking? What you talking? And so he was like, yeah, make sure you just, and diversify your income, not just from seeing clients. I mean, it just doesn't mean that you only see clients. Like, get some other stuff in there. Get some contract. Go out there and get you some contractual work. Like, yo, we can do all of this. We just got to think about it from a business perspective instead of from a therapist where our hearts are at. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. Why you can't go out there and go get you a contract with your school agency? Just hire the right people. That's it. Hire the right people. Think like a business person before. You may not be able to do the work, but you can find somebody that can do it and hire them and pay them. And then when you become fully licensed, but then by then your private practice would be, by the time you become, really and truly fully licensed, I'm speaking into existence. Like everybody on your team gonna need to be there. You ain't gonna be able to fire nobody. It's gonna be like, yo, I'm finally here. I can, jump in, and your private practice is booming. You got all of these different types of streams of income coming in, and so like now you're finally fully licensed, and you're able to help. I mean, you already was helped because you was going out there and going to get the stuff. But, now you're really able to jump into the trenches and do the things that you desire. But see, that's the thing. Like, you desire to want to do the therapy and all of this other kind of stuff. Like, it may be okay? It may be delayed. But the end goal of the generational wealth, the company that you're building, you building a company so you can practice therapy. That's what you're kind of doing. You building a company so that, the thing that you like to do, you can do it for yourself. And you can pass this on to your children's children. So, again, I know that some of you guys may just like tear me up in the comment section or whatever, but can a provisional person open up a private practice? Yes, you can. That is true. Anybody can open up a private practice. Just go open up one. That's it. Go, but you have to employ the right people for your private practice. It's just a business. That's all it is. A private practice is a business. Nothing else. Business just focuses on mental health. You just need to. That's all I got for y'all wonderful people. Drop some comments below, Like, share this video with your friends, Share this video with your people. Let me know what y'all think or whatever. I feel like I was kind of all over the place today. But let me know. Drop some comments below. I hope y'all understood what I was trying to say. And licensed people, don't kill me too bad, But we must think like business owners first before we think like therapists. And I know that is hard to switch off. All All right, that's all I got for y'all wonderful people. Thank y'all so much. I love you guys. And shout out to, I just want to go ahead and just give my whole shout out to, let me see. Let me make sure I get her name right because, I just want to make sure I get it right. I want to shout out to her, Miss Margaret, I believe. Yeah, I believe it's Miss Margaret. Yeah. Let me make sure I get her name correct. I'm sorry. I don't want you to be like, my gosh, she can't remember my name. Oh, whatever. Yeah, let's see. Yes, it is. Yes, Miss Margaret. Thank you so much for you already know what you've done. Thank you for your word of encouragement. I want to really and truly say that I appreciate you for being obedient and like the word that you gave me. Like it was you just don't know how like I know that this was from God. I know that He used you because the word that you gave was very personal that I don't even talk about. So I want to say thank you, and I wanted to put it on video just to really and truly say thank you for speaking that to me, for giving me an encouraging word that you did, and you didn't stop, you didn't let anything stop you from giving me the word, and I appreciate that. Again, like I said, like I know you got that word from God because it's very personal about stuff that I haven't even like shared with people. So I was just like when you sent the emails, I was just like, wait a minute. It was a little bit I was a little bit scared because it was just like, yo, like where's she getting this information from? And so, it was a little bit scary, and I had to show my friends. I was just like, and it was just like, God is in the building, Danielle. God is in. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I am blessed that you're watching my channel. Like I pray that this channel continues to reach so many other people that it needs to reach, y'all. Right now, this channel doesn't, I don't get paid to do any of this. I just do it because I like doing it. And I want to encourage people to do different things, like this right here. Like, social workers, we can. Like, social workers, LPCs, like, y'all, we can do whatever it is that we want to do, man. Just get out there and do it. And it's with God on our side, with God on our side, pushing us. And especially if He has given you the vision, He going to make the provision for anything that you do. So if God tell you open up private practice, open it up. Be the owner. But know that there's work that comes with this. I would never sit up here and tell y'all that this is easy because it's not. It can be difficult at times. And your girl for sure is one of them that can be like, some days, give me a job, please. This is why I say that some LCSWs don't want to open up their own private practice because that it's a lot of work. Like, yo, some days I'll be like, yeah, I'm over this job. Like, I'm on Indeed.com, trying to find me a job. But like, yo, it can be so much, but it also can be extremely rewarding at the same time. So it's like, which one are you going to choose? Am I going to choose the luxury laid back type job, or am I going to put in the work in my purpose? Because some of the things that I do in my private practice, I cannot do or say at a job. Yo, I pray with my clients, some of them, if they want it. If they want prayer, I pray with some of them. I got one person that I pray with every Thursday. We pray, we end the conversation off, and we pray. So that whatever I talked about, it sticks, okay? So, like, I can't do that at a regular job sometimes. So, like, what I'm able to do and who I'm able to do it for is, like, priceless. So, it's just the work. Sometimes you get weary on this journey. That's why I'm so grateful that God sends people like Miss Margaret. I hope I'm saying your name right. Please, if I'm not, I'm sorry. But send people like them. And like, yo, when you on God's journey, he will send people your way. I don't even know her. Like, that's what gets me. I want to make sure y'all understand it. Like, this woman read my life, told me about my life, and I don't even know her. And I just know her through YouTube. So your dreams and hopes that you have to open up, like when it's your purpose, it's far more like when it's your purpose and you are operating your purpose, that means that people are attached to you. People are attached to the stuff that you need. People are attached to my private practice. Like, I've helped so many women become, release so much freedom in from bondage. They were attached to me. Like, I was a component of their journey to help release them from the bondage so that they can start thriving in whatever it is that God has called them to do. I was a vessel to help along the way. That's it. We go from journey to journey. We go from place to place. I was just like, again, we were attached for this certain amount of time. And I'm gonna get on my I'm gonna get up out of here because I feel like I may be preaching or I'm just rambling by now. But know that I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in to Currently Building Generational Wealth Lifestyle as we build our generational wealth. Jesus loves you. I love you, and there's not a thing you can do about it. Go and live a great Friday. I was about to say go and live a transformed life like Transformation Church say. But love y'all. Talk to y'all next Friday. Bye.